Prevention. So one of my favorite slides. How do we prevent this? We talked about family history, we talked about lifestyle history, to talk about it, ask about it, research, healthy eating. You know, we obviously talk a lot about fish and omega-3s and omega-6s in your diet, to bring those in more, because we know that those are the type of things that will help your heart and help reduce your blood pressure. Let's go right into exercise, increasing your daily physical activity. Now what I did is I put aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic is what we know of as doing something for 20, 30, 40 minutes, stair climbers, a bike, things like that. Anaerobic is pretty much weight training. Okay? I put a little thing here called FIT, F-I-T-T. Frequency, intensity, type, and time. It allows you to develop and understand how a program is designed. So you understand, well, how often do I have to do it? Frequency, 5 days a week. Intensity, it needs to be at a higher level than just walking with your hands down and be able to read a paper and talk on the phone and do your BlackBerry at the same time. You know, you have to make it more beneficial for yourself. So you got to add more intensity. You got to have your arms next to your chest. If you're walking with somebody or biking or exercising and they wanted to have a conversation with you, you could, but it'd be uncomfortable. So that's why that's important. Type, could be anything. It could be biking, it could be step aerobics in front of your TV. That was a good one last presentation. Someone said, I just put a step in front of my TV and I just go to work for 30 minutes. No gym, not a lot of equipment. Does anybody in here have any innovative ways they do their cardio? And they can tell us? Walk? I know you're a walker. When it's warm. Yeah, when it's warm.
Not now.
All right. Dance. All right, fun. It's different. You know, you're moving all different parts of your body. Not the way I dance. I just do my upper body, so I don't use my legs. Yes?
When I travel, sometimes either jumping jacks or running in place.
Fantastic. Running in place, jumping jacks, marching, you know, going to hotels, I'll find stairs, and I'll just do the stairs. You don't need a lot of equipment. They're quick, they're more bang for your time. So again, what also is very important is research has come out now that anaerobic work, which is muscle work, is just as beneficial for increasing and helping your heart get stronger as aerobic. Because we all know, we've all learned that aerobic activity, but we need to work muscles. We need to weight train. Just as important, because remember, more muscle means more calories burned. More calories burned means more weight loss. Weight loss means better, healthier heart. But forget about weight loss for a second, just overall heart strength. The great thing about the weight training aspect is, again, you can go to the jumping jacks, you can go to squats, lunges, push-ups, you don't need a lot of equipment. But it's very beneficial to have the balance of both. And we can use the same thing, frequency, intensity, type, and time. Frequency on anaerobic work, 2 days a week. Okay, intensity, well, I wouldn't want you to stop. I want you to go from one exercise to another, to another, to another. Type and time, again, 20 minutes. The type could be anything. Just as long as you're working your whole body. So those are probably the two major things. 50% of the equation for prevention is right there, at your hands. But you got to get out and be physical and do it. And obviously, stress relief, take time out of your day for yourself and relax. Meditation, breathing. As I talked in some other presentations about breathing, how we all like to think we breathe right. You know, people say to me, what do you mean I breathe all the time? I know how to breathe. We don't breathe from down here. We don't breathe from our diaphragm. Our breathing allows you to rest your heart, to relax. So breathing deeper allows you to have more energy. So when you're breathing faster, remember your heart rate goes up. And it doesn't allow you to relax and have that resurgence of more energy that your body needs, especially oxygen. Prevention continued. Supplements. Now we're going to get into one of my other favorite topics, because it's one of those other things about prevention. At our hands, we have the tools to prevent heart disease from happening, among other things. So let me get right into this. Omega-3. Okay? Omega-3, this is fish. Now the research is overwhelming on omega-3 fatty acids, on helping prevent heart disease, but there's so many other benefits that I gotta talk about when you're from a diabetic perspective to an overall health and energy perspective. Because remember, when you put omega-3s in your body, your energy level goes up because your blood sugar level stabilizes. Your insulin level automatically stabilizes because you're bringing in a fat, a good fat. And this is what this does. And simply, this is a Whole Foods brand. There's all different types of brands. I like their brand because they're tested for mercury. There's no mercury in there. And 1,000 to 2,000 is recommended. I recommend the higher value a little bit more, only because we don't get a lot of fish in our diets. So this is a great way to get that. Take 2 to 4 to 6 capsules a day. I know.
I take 1 to 5.
Well, you know what? That's a good start. That's a good start. Now, as you can see, I mean, they're a little bit on the bigger side, but they glide down real easy. And these are these have lemon in them, so you don't get those fish burps. You know, where a lot of people say they don't like taking them. You know, but this has that lemon and there's orange flavors. Someone even said, you know, they have ones where you can squeeze and just drink it down. But this is one of my favorite ways right now, if you're not doing it. I can tell you, you're missing out. Not only from the energy levels that you're going to get, but it's a great prevention method. Number 2 is vitamin D. We've been hearing a lot about vitamin D. Especially living in this environment for the winter, we don't get enough sun. So it's one of those things that they've been telling, especially Midwesterners, to get vitamin D in, separate from their multivitamin. Vitamin D does a lot of things besides helping your heart. It helps absorb calcium, okay, and it's good for your bones. But now the research has shown that low vitamin D levels will increase your risk of a heart attack by double, or stroke. The Mayo Clinic just came out with that, which I found fascinating. Because there was never a correlation with vitamin D in your heart, and now there is. So it's a great way. You only have to take a very low amount, 600 to 1,000 IUs a day. That's one pill. It's not very much. I do recommend getting that particular vitamin D brand from Whole Foods or a GNC, not a Walgreens or Osco. A lot of those vitamins are big tub vitamins. They're made in one place. They're really diluted down. So, you know, it's not that much more. You'd be surprised by going to Outpost or Whole Foods and getting that type of product. Multivitamin helps balance out what we're not getting in food. It has extra antioxidants. There's a women's and men's formula now almost with every multivitamin. Women are going to have more iron in it, which your body needs. Especially it helps with helping your blood sugar again, but helping you if you're anemic or with energy levels, you need a multivitamin with iron. Men, your brand's going to have a little bit more pro-prostate health to it. So there are differences in our multivitamins. But the great thing about it is that I would say the majority of multivitamins that you find now are going to have antioxidants in them, flavonoids. Again, pro-heart, pro-health. So very good for you. Very good. Last but not least, my favorite that I've been talking about to you guys for a long time, resveratrol. So it's red wine in a capsule. Not as fun, I know, but it's certainly, you'd have to drink a lot of red wine to get what's in one capsule. Now what's in one capsule is basically all the skin of the grape, crushed, where all those vitamins and the powerful antioxidants are. Research is overwhelming beyond the fact that it helps with energy, overall health, but heart health. Incredible for heart health. I can't tell you enough. If I had to do only 2 out of the 4 to start you guys with, it would be fish oil and a multivitamin. I got this particular brand, resveratrol, at Whole Foods. It was about $15, and it'll last you a couple months because you only need 1 a day. So, you know, the costs are not that great for some of these. If you really just say, what's the minimum I need? You know, you're looking at, you know, taking 3 to 4 supplements a month that are going to last you for a couple months, though, the supply that they have. And I recommend greatly, especially the fish oil if you're not on it. So the supplements plus the exercise. the two greatest things you can do to prevent heart disease and just overall health, okay? All right, as I'm wrapping up here, a couple of minutes, anybody have any questions? Yes?
That fish oil, if you're taking 6 of them, when you take them, like?
2, 2, 2,
Oh,
or 3, 3.
okay.
Yeah, break it up. I mean, for sure. I mean, you know, there's if you have the kind of regimen that will allow you to do 2, 2, 2, that's not bad either. Take them with food, helps absorption. Yeah, I mean, don't start with 6. You can start with 4. Go to 4, and then work your way to 6. I'd say 6 is maximum. 6 is going to get you about 1,500. Now, if you're somebody who gets a lot of fish, like I probably eat salmon twice a week. So I probably think that's probably more than most Americans, you know, eat fish twice a week. So I'll probably do 4 to 5 a day. I won't, you know, I think this serving size says up to 8. But if I know I'm going to eat fish, I normally won't take as much then. Yes?
So does the multivitamin not have enough vitamin D in it?
Yeah, it doesn't have enough.
They don't.
Yeah, most multivitamins are going to tell you they're going to have the minimum IU, which is about 300. So you need a separate vitamin D. And that's a government thing that they just came out with. They came out with the 600, but major innovative nutritionalists are saying 1,000. Yes.
What, orange juice that has calcium and vitamin D? And
It's okay.
As effective as the pills?
Here's why yes and no. I'm going to say no first. I'm going to give you the no. No is because most orange juices have high sugar. So I'm not a big juice. I don't recommend a lot of juice because unless it's freshly squeezed and things like that. So there's a pro and a con to that. I mean, so you're getting a lot of extra sugar that your body doesn't need. You'd have to drink about 4 to 5 glasses a day to get the recommended daily allowance. So that's just a lot of calories, a lot of sugars your body doesn't need. So if you did 1 glass, 2 at the most, and you're not interested in losing weight, and you're somebody who doesn't need to lose weight, then that's okay. Then you can go with the vitamin, and you'll be okay. Yes?
When you make the smoothie with the frozen fruit, are you watching the sugar content when you buy it, or do you buy any?
Oh no, well the fruit that we're using is completely fresh. So there's no syrup, this is not what you make strawberry shortcake with. You know, this is all natural sugar. So 3 strawberries per serving and about like a 1/4 cup of blueberries is all you need.
So you said you get the frozen things,
Yeah.
but if you do, aren't those high in sugar?
No, because there's nothing in them. It's all just fruit. You can buy, if you go to the freezer section, you'll be able to find whole fruit frozen with nothing added. All that's in there is the fruit itself. No additives at all.
You just answered.
Okay, good, good.
If you're taking 6 capsules of the fish oil every day,
Mhm.
does that have to count towards your oils if you're watching your fats in your daily calorie count?
No, no.
It's never,
from
like each one's a tablespoon.
oh, from a bad. There's no bad fat there. So if you're trying to keep track of good fat versus bad fat, that would all be on the good fat side.
Okay,
You know
so it
what I
doesn't
mean?
count as calories against
No,
me in a day.
absolutely not. Let me tell you exactly how many calories are in a serving. 10. 10.
What's the serving?
10. 3 capsules.
So we have 20 capsules.
Yep, so
How
20.
many calories a day?
No Hershey's Kiss, okay? Take it out. 1 Hershey's Kiss or 3 capsules and a better heart. All right?